I need to finish up the 8183 quiz review. It only allows me so much time, so I ran out of time this last one. All right, so we were working on problem number 23. Again, divide both sides by 4. Because it's sine squared, you are going to take the square root of both sides, top and bottom of that fraction. Square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2. So on your trig library, you are going to look up both positive and negative 1/2. That is going to give you 2 separate answers. All right, so for this next one, number 24, notice this time it's cosine. I'm going to start off the same way. The problems are very similar. So I have 4 cosine squared x equals positive 3, and so cosine squared x equals 3/4. Notice this problem has x instead of theta. It's done exactly the same way. It's not going to change anything. X is theta. All right, so taking the square root of both sides. Again, top and bottom. That left-hand side is just cosine of x. The right-hand side, don't forget the plus minus. Square root of 3 you can't do. The square root of 4 is 2. So again, we're going to have 4 answers. So looking this up on your trig library, you will get that x, or theta, in most cases, is going to be pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, 7 pi over 6, and 11 pi over 6. So if you notice, problem number 23 had exactly the same 4 answers. One of them was sine of the angle. 24 is cosine of the same angle. Those are 30-degree angles, or for reference angles. They are the ones that are closest to the x-axis. All right, number 25, don't overthink it. There's no squares. There's no extra numbers. It's just tangent of theta equals -1. Throw in an easy one for you. Looking it up on your trig library, you are simply going to have 2 answers. Theta equals 3 pi over 4 and 7 pi over 4. That's it. Done. All right, 26. So in this one, you are going to subtract that 2 square root of 3 from both sides. Remember, there is a 1 in front of that radical 3. So 1 minus 2 equals -1. So I have -1 radical 3, or just negative radical 3. Dividing both sides by 2, we have cosine of theta equals negative radical 3 over 2. All right, so again, looking that up in the trig library, because it's negative, there's only going to be 2 answers. So theta is equal to 5 pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6. Hey, when you say there's no squares on here that you have to factor, there won't be any on the quiz either. So, all right, if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. Email me, send me a message on Google Classroom, whatever you need to do to make sure that you're ready for this quiz. Thank you.